Reclaiming your power in menopause. What if I told you the person you think you are, the woman you see in the mirror, is not the real you? This isn't your typical feel-good menopause chat. This is the unfiltered truth no one talks about when the night sweats hit, the brain fog rolls in, and your confidence slowly erodes with each passing day. Today, you're going to see the invisible rules controlling your sense of identity and how to break them. Starting right now. You weren't broken by accident, you were programmed. And that programming wasn't just about puberty or career. It runs deeper, tied to generations of silence, shame, and survival. You didn't choose to lose yourself. That loss was inherited. Your sense of self, your worth, your dreams, shaped by outdated rules, reinforced by family, society, culture, even well-meaning teachers and partners. You absorbed messages that told you who to be, how to act, when to shrink, and what not to feel. And if you don't challenge that mental conditioning, it will keep you small, even now, even at 50, 55, or 60, long after the world has stopped watching. Let's start from here. Your mind is not entirely your own. You think you're in control, but nearly 90% of your choices, emotions, and behaviors are dictated by subconscious patterns you didn't consciously create. And most of those patterns, they're rooted in fear, invisibility, people-pleasing, self-doubt, shame. But here's the secret no one told you. You can rewrite it completely. And the first rewrite begins with this truth. Menopause isn't your downfall, it's your doorway. The midlife mental prison. How subconscious beliefs keep you small. Your mental prison was built one belief at a time. Maybe you grew up hearing things like, "You're too emotional," "Good girls don't speak up," "Don't be difficult." No one wants a woman who's too loud, too much, too angry, too ambitious. And by the time midlife hits, you've played so many roles for everyone else that you barely remember the script you wrote for yourself. But now the roles are shifting. Your body is changing. Your relationships may be dissolving. The career you gave your life to doesn't fill you anymore. You're tired, confused, maybe even scared. But what if I told you this isn't the end of your story? It's just the first draft. And it's time for a rewrite. You are the author now, not your mother's fears, not society's expectations, not your hormonal roller coaster, you. Start with this question. What has my life really been about up until now? Look at the patterns. Struggle, overgiving, playing small, pushing through pain. These are not your truths. They're old scripts that served a different time, and they're expired. Rip them up. The identity upgrade, rewriting who you choose to be. Imagine your life as a novel, and right now you're flipping to a brand new chapter. You get to decide who shows up on these pages. And she is bold, brave, radiant, unapologetic. She doesn't shrink for comfort. She expands for purpose. Write down the woman you want to become. Not just the surface traits, but her energy, her clarity, her voice. How does she walk into a room? How does she speak to herself when doubt creeps in? How does she handle uncertainty? This isn't fantasy. It's rewiring in action. Your brain responds to the signals you send it. If you keep thinking like the woman who lost herself, you'll stay her. But if you start thinking, speaking, and acting like the woman you're meant to be, your brain will rewire itself to match. The as-if shift, embodying the woman you're becoming. You don't become a powerful woman. by wishing for it. You become her by being her. So, from today, act as if you're already confident, as if your voice matters, as if your future is unfolding exactly as it should. When the fear whispers, "You're too old," you reply, "That's the old script. I don't follow it anymore." When sadness knocks and says, "You peaked 10 years ago," you say, "That was just one chapter. I'm writing the sequel." This is not delusion. This is identity alignment. You're not faking it. You're remembering it. The quantum field. Your reality is still being written. Now, picture this. Your reality isn't set in stone. It's soft clay, malleable, adaptable, waiting for you to shape it. You're not just reacting to life. You're broadcasting your energy into the field, telling it who you are and what you expect. But if you're always broadcasting from lack, loss, or invisibility, that's what you'll keep getting. Let's shift the signal. Start your day with this mantra. I am the woman I've been waiting for. Say it, feel it. Let it echo through every cell of your being. Because when your energy rises, your possibilities multiply. Breaking the cycle. Where did these limits come from? Let's go deeper. Pick one area of your life right now that feels stuck. Money, confidence, relationships, health, joy. Now ask, did your mother struggle with this? Your grandmother? Because if the answer is yes, you're not just facing your own challenge, you're holding a torch through the darkness of generations. You are the chain breaker. Most women weren't taught how to trust themselves. They were taught to serve, to keep the peace, to not be dramatic. Their identities were defined by how useful they were to others. And that script has been passed down, coded into language, tradition, even DNA. But it ends with you. You inherited more than eye color and family recipes. You inherited patterns, emotional blueprints etched by women who had no space to rewrite their own story. But now, in this chapter of your life, you get to choose differently. Deleting fear, installing confidence in midlife. Fear isn't real. It's a habit, formed from past disappointments, generational trauma, and emotional bruises you didn't ask for. But you don't need to fear what's already transforming you. You need to meet it with power. So when fear rises, don't run. Don't numb it. Observe it. Close your eyes. Feel the fear fully. Let it speak, then let it dissolve. See yourself as the woman who faces storms barefoot, unflinching. You don't destroy fear by resisting it. You dissolve it by standing still in your truth. The 7-day identity shift, midlife rebirth. Day 1, write down the woman you choose to become. Day 2, identify 3 old habits that keep you invisible. Day 3, replace each one with an act of power. Day 4, embody the new self. Day 5, surround yourself with energy that reinforces your new story. Day 6, cut the cords. Day 7, reflect, breathe, declare, I am no longer the woman who shrinks. I am the woman who remembers. Reality reset. Midlife isn't the end. It's the portal. You are in the middle of a metamorphosis. When you begin to radiate confidence, purpose, and readiness, life bends to meet you. You don't see it until you become it. The already done technique: collapse time and step into power. Close your eyes. Picture the version of you who has already arrived. She's calm, clear, fierce in her joy, rooted in her worth. Now step into her energy. Don't just imagine her, be her. Act, speak, and make decisions from that version of you. Not from fear, from embodiment. Reality shifts after energy does. The new chapter, reclaiming meaning in menopause. You are not a ghost in your own life. You are not someone whose story has already been written. This is the chapter where you become the center. Your final step, say it out loud. I am not lost, I am becoming. Say it again. You're not trying to fix your life, you're writing a new one. If this message stirred something in you, subscribe. Drop a comment below. Share this with someone who's forgotten who they are. Let's rise together.